Remember when you could see your potential and what you could create clearly? Remember when you knew that you could do it? That you could reach your goals, create your life the way you wanted? Each of us, we get a few of these moments in our lives. And we're able to zoom out. Really, we can see the big picture. We get this macro perspective, and we just see it clearly. We know that we can do it. We know that we can accomplish what we set out to accomplish, and we feel empowered. When I was 18, I spent 7 days in a meditation cabin, meditating by myself for 10 hours a day. On the last day of the retreat, something interesting happened. I remember my mind became clear in a way that I hadn't experienced before. Right? Very clear. My thoughts became smoother and cleaner, less restricted. And my imagination just felt more vivid. And so I decided I'm going to go for a quick walk in the forest nearby. So I'm going on this walk. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's lovely. And I'm walking down this road, and then I spot these little ants on the side of the path. And as I get closer, I notice these 4 or 5 little ants. They're carrying this giant dead worm with them. And on a normal day, I wouldn't even pay attention to something like this. I'd just walk right past. But I guess because of all the all the meditation, the lack of stimulation, this scene was like super interesting to me. And so I just looked at this scene, and I remember just wondering, like, how is it possible that these little creatures are able to move this giant dead worm? I mean, given their size, it seems like it's completely impossible. But there they are, they're doing it. And in that moment, it just kind of struck me. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but I noticed that, damn, this is something that each of us is capable of doing. We're all capable of doing things that seem almost impossible. When we put our minds to it, we can accomplish pretty incredible things as human beings. And as I'm looking at these ants and I'm just standing there at the side of this road, I feel this sense of inner knowing within me that I can really contribute something important into this world with my life. And it's my responsibility to do that. And that was the first time I really felt that experientially. I really felt like, I have a purpose here. And it was really empowering to me. Really empowering. Abraham Maslow, the grandfather of humanism, he calls these experiences peak experiences. Peak experiences. And it's my perspective that each of us, we get some of these peak experiences in our lives, and they show us who we really are. These peak experiences show us who we really are on the human level, right? What we're capable of, what our potential could be. The problem is we forget. We forget who we are. We lose track of that vision. We lose track of the direction we're going in, and we get distracted. Life gets in the way. We got bills to pay. We got to do this to that person, that for that person, and it's really important, I've found, that we regularly remind ourselves of these experiences, or we regularly remind ourselves of who we really are. Because if we don't, we're gonna forget. Yeah, it's important to remember who you are. And I guess that's why I'm making this video. This is a reminder for you to remember who you are, who you really are. And it's a reminder for me as well. Really, it's just a reminder for me. I'm making this video for myself in the hopes that it might help some of you out there. So what I'm doing regularly now is I'm actually writing down, for a while now, I've been writing down my goals every single morning. Right? The same goals again and again and again, because I'm reminding myself of who I really am, where I'm going, what I want. And I find that when I do this, my actions become much more aligned with that higher self, with who I really am. So I recommend you also try that out if you want a practice, like a practical practice for this. Yeah, remember who you are. So that's all for this one. I'm about to start my day. It's 6:30 and I'm gonna get into some writing, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Cheers.